Hey, game starting! 28, 29, 30. Oh, great, 30 seconds in. Jet score. Shifley, this is just fantastic, isn't it? I just love this, right? This is the best possible scenario. And right on cue. Hello, guys. Welcome back to DSFR today. I'm going to be talking about Game 15. It starts with the Jets. Let's get right into it. Now, the final score was 4-1 for the Jets. They're now up to an 8-3-3 record, which is pretty respectable. The Stars down to an 8-7, which is just middle of the pack. I think they're tied with like the two other teams for third in the division. I think it was Colorado and Minnesota, and then also Chicago. It's a tough race right there. Their division is looking pretty tight, but this definitely does not help, and it definitely doesn't. This game is looking good. Feels like a close game until Shifley decides to end that very quickly. And 30 seconds in, Shifley scores for the Jets, 1-0 Jets, and the first period was basically a carbon copy of last game against the Jets. Like, this was unbelievable. It was repetition at its finest. Not only were there 3 goals for the Jets, the Stars just giving them all up in like 10 minutes or so, and just the terrible defense on both games, man. It was horrendous, and Bishop not being able to do anything on the goals that were scored. It's ridiculous, and it needs to get changed. I know the Jets are an elite scoring team. I know that, but still, you need to get some defense going. They were a lot better at the end. I will give them credit. They were a lot better at the end of the game. They finally started playing decent defensively at the end, but they need to start getting it going at the first period, not the third. Now, Line cycling off the face-off, and of course, it goes in. 2-0 Jets. Bishop could have saved that, but you gave Line way too much room there, defense. You need to change something. There needs to be somewhat of a change here. I don't think that this is a bad defensive core, but they're not getting it done at all. It's like they had Alexiak on the wing, I think, this game, for some reason. I don't know why they did that. It was a weird game. It was a really weird game. I don't know what to say. A great shot by Line, and I think it went off of a skater just barely, and it made even a better shot, but great shot, and he deserves to get that goal. 2-0 Jets, and as much as it pains me, that line has been fantastic for them. Now, on a terrible turnover in the neutral zone, Wheeler skates in. Kyle Connor shoots and scores a great shot by Connor. And another goal for the Jets, and the Stars' defense in the first period, it is horrendous, man. I hate it. But 3-0 Jets, and I can't really do anything about that. So, I'm a Stars fan. I guess they know what I signed up for. Now, I thought for that whole first period that there were lots of calls on both sides, but lots of calls on the Stars that should have been penalties for the Jets, and some for the Stars that should have been power plays for the Jets. But I saw like 3 trips that should have been blatant calls. Like, I don't know. I don't have the replays for it because, of course, they didn't show it. But I saw 2 trips in the offensive zone in Hellbuck's end of the net. I saw it behind the net. I saw 2. I think Yanmark got tripped, and I think it might have been Fax. Somebody like that got tripped again. I don't know what the rest are thinking. That's 2 penalties right there that didn't get called. Either the skates went something went wrong. I don't know what did, but there's lots of penalties on both sides that should have been called, and this actually ended up being a pretty weird game in the sense that there wasn't a lot of calls in the first period, and where they definitely should have been. There was lots of blown calls by the refs. But first intermission. Now, right off of the second period starting, Ben with a perfect opportunity, bing, right off the post, and you know at that point the game isn't going our way. Now, throughout this game, even if the Stars played good in the third period, the Jets' forecheck, man, it's unbelievable. Like, that, it's so good, man. They are fast, and they just surprise you. The Dallas defense did not adjust really at all. They got really lucky in the third period, because I felt in the third period they could have scored 4 goals. Like, I'm seriously saying they had elite chances, and they could have scored. They could have been burying it at will, man. It was crazy. They allowed way too many great chances, quality chances. And we're lucky that we even allowed 3 just regular goals. Bishop is lucky, man. Wow. Now, Ehlers whacks it out of the air in front, and Bishop has that. Now, Spezza draws a penalty. Finally, he gets something going, and then the pass tries to go on the power play. I don't think you want that. Now, on the power play, it's off the board. Ben's in front, and he gets the rebound somehow. It was challenged for goalie interference. I could see it. Honestly, I could see this play going. I could have seen that play going either way. Goaltender interference, I probably wouldn't have been mad at it, because I don't know. It was a weird play. But I could also see it not being, and they ended up having the call stand. The key thing is that it was called a goal, and it was a close play. It definitely could have been called goal interference, but man, it was just crazy, and it was definitely a weird play. And Ben just getting it in the dirty area, which is nice. And I don't know if that was goal interference. I don't think it was, but we get the goal, and that's all that really matters. Now, Paul Maurice, Winnipeg's coach, was absolutely on fire after that. Not on fire by playing well, but he was just extremely mad. And I don't know how you could get that mad at a play that was so much in the gray area like that one. Even if I was a Jets fan, I would have been like, well, I could see both, but I don't know. He was just way too fierce about it. He's up 3-0. I know it would change the tide of the game like it did, but it didn't really end up doing that. But you gotta tone it down a bit, right? I mean, still, it is NHL games, but I don't know why you go that around that much fire in yourself for a play that probably wasn't interference. Now, Ben with probably one of the most quality chances of this game, in front, all alone, and Connor Hellebuck. He just sprawls Jonathan Quick style, just gets the pad on it, and Ben is stunned. I'm stunned. Like, that was not save of the year quality, but save of the week. Like, that was unbelievable. A fantastic fantastic pad save. Hellebuck was amazing in this game. He made multiple saves where he was screened, where he couldn't see it. That was one of them where he somehow got that. He couldn't see the puck, but he still somehow stopped that. And there was lots of shots by the defenseman that might have been goals, but hey, he was screened and he stopped it. Hellebuck was amazing, and Jets fans, you are in for a treat. Now, I've said this before, if Hellebuck can be a good goaltender and can be a quality goaltender for the Jets, I said in my season predictions, if the Jets had great goaltending, they would be dang near close to contenders for the Cup, if not even contenders. They could win the Cup this year, especially if they get great goaltending. That defense is fantastic, and that offense is elite, and they'll definitely go a long way. But if they have good goaltending, they might go all the way. Now, Bishop is out of the net, and then Hansel bails him out of jail, man. Bishop was behind his nets. He was trying to get the puck, and then I think it was Ehlers or something like that got the puck somehow from the boards. Hansel made a sprawling but just like stick whack to get away from his stick, from Ehlers' stick, and that saved a goal right there. But definitely a bad play by Bishop there. He likes to stick handle stuff, but that was definitely not the time. You go risky stuff being down, but that was just way too risky, and Hansel bails him out there, definitely. But, second intermission. Now at the start of the period, Ham Hughes blocks a pass by Aline on a 2-on-1, another one of those. They had loads of those, the Jets did in the third period. They had lots. The Stars were playing aggressive, and it definitely showed. They were allowing a lot of chances. Line decides to pass, but it doesn't go through. Ham Hughes, a good play by him. Henrik's on it 1-on-1, then he just shoots it from about the point level. He doesn't even hit the net, which is great. He could have had a good opportunity there if he just kept skating. Who knows if he did that, he would just lose the puck. So a decent opportunity by Henricks, but he doesn't score, and that's pretty good for us. Now, Shifley passes it to Ehlers on a 2-on-1, but then Ehlers tries to get a 5-hole. Bishop stuns him. It keeps this game at 3-1, and man, that defense is looking rough, isn't it? Another 2-on rush. Kulikov, the defenseman, that defensive guy, he decides to pass it. It doesn't go through. Another great opportunity by the Jets. They cannot score. The Jets weren't giving the third period away to the Stars. The Stars just couldn't get anything going, and that's just what it comes down to. You need to score on the opportunities that are given, and if the other team doesn't score on a great chance, you need to get yourself determined at that point. Bishop goes for an empty net, but alas, that is not what the case. That's not what will happen for the Stars. They won't come back. As Shifley gets the empty netter. Have Shifley in fantasy? You know what I always say, there's a silver lining in everything. Having Shifley in fantasy, that's pretty nice. But once again, the final was 4-1 for the Winnipeg Jets. I like the Jets, and I hope they succeed, honestly. I really like the Jets, and I really like their team, but against the Stars, I don't think so. It was a bad loss by the Stars. They played really good in the third period. The defense, though, was terrible. Throughout the whole game, the offense was good, though. I felt like they had a great few chances that Hellbuck was just stunning them for, and Bishop wasn't terrible. It wasn't his fault. All 3 goals weren't really his fault, to be honest. You would like a save on one of those, but you wouldn't get it from a lot of goaltenders in this league, and it just comes down to the defense needs to be so much better, but it was against the Jets, so who knows what happens. Face an easier team, maybe that's a building block for trying to face these tougher opponents. But it's going to take some time, and as I hate saying that, it's going to take a long time. Now, the Stars played the Islanders on Friday, and the Islanders are a decent team. They're really underrated right now. They're playing fantastic hockey. The offense is really clicking for them. It'll be a tough challenge for the Stars, and it's a reversal last season, and I'm just hoping we get the win. That's all I want. I don't even care if it's 7-8. I just want the win, and I hope the defense does better. But man, there's lots to work on. That's going to be it for today, guys. Guys, did enjoy. Make sure to like. If you guys really didn't enjoy it, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.